There can only be one truly great music festival a lifetime, and it's the U.S. Festival.
The what festival?
The U.S. Festival. Yeesh. It was sponsored by that guy from Apple Computers.
What computers?
Aye, aye, sir! Sit up straight and look at me right now! Aye, sir! My name is Staff Sergeant May, and I am your senior drill instructor. I'm assisted in my duties by drill instructor Staff Sergeant Villalobos and drill instructor Staff Sergeant King. Our mission is to train each one of you to become a United States Marine. A Marine is characterized as one who possesses the highest of military virtues. He obeys orders, respects his seniors, and strives constantly to be the best at everything that he does. Discipline and spirit are the hallmarks of a Marine. Each of you can become a Marine if you develop discipline and spirit. We will give every effort to train you, even after some of you have given up for yourselves. Starting now, you will treat all Marines with the highest level of respect, for we have earned our place as Marines and will accept nothing less than that from you. We will treat you as we do our fellow Marines, with firmness, fairness, dignity, and compassion. At no time will you be physically abused or verbally threatened by any Marine or recruit. If anyone should abuse or mistreat you, I expect you to report such incidents immediately to me or to one of my drill instructors. Further, if you feel I have mistreated you, I expect you to report it to your series commander, Captain Huddleston. From now on, my drill instructors and I will be with you every day and everywhere that we go. I've told you what my drill instructors and I will do. From you, we demand the following. You will give 100% of yourselves at all times. Obey all orders quickly, willingly, and without question. Treat all Marines and recruits with courtesy and respect. You will not physically abuse or verbally threaten any Marine or recruit. Be completely honest in everything that you do. A Marine never lies, cheats, or compromises. Respect the rights and properties of others. A Marine never steals. You must work hard to strengthen your body. Be proud of yourself and the uniform you wear. Above all else, never quit or give up. For we, or for you, the challenge of recruit training. The opportunity to earn the title, United States Marine. Now ears!
Officer!
Ears!
Officer!
Eyeballs!
Good, sir!
When I tell you to, and only when I tell you to, you will stand up and shake out your legs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
This side, stand up and shake out your legs.
Aye, sir!
This side, stand up and shake out your legs.
Aye,
Ears!
Officer!
Eyeballs!
Good, sir!
When I say something, you will scream at the top of your lungs. Aye, aye, sir!
Aye, sir!
When I tell you to, and only when I tell you to, your side is going to power walk and stand on line in front of your gear. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
This side, get on line up.
Aye, sir!
This side, get on line up.
Aye, sir!
Get on line.
Fort Leonard Wood. It covers 71,000 acres of the Mark Twain National Forest in the Missouri Ozarks, southwest of St. Louis. It was in December of 1940 that the groundbreaking ceremonies commenced. Only a handful of officials were present on that day, but it was an unknown soldier from a huge army of construction workers that turned the first shovelful of dirt for the beginning of the nation's largest engineer training center, a post that has over the years trained thousands of fighting men. There were many difficulties encountered during the construction, but nevertheless the work continued at a furious pace, and the fort was virtually completed by the beginning of May. With the completion of the fort and the 22-mile stretch of railroad track leading to it, soldiers began pouring in at full speed. From the early part of 1941 until the post closed in 1946, Fort Leonard Wood had trained some 300,000 fighting men. During the years that followed the war, Fort Leonard Wood lay dormant with only a handful of groundskeepers to care for it. Soon it was time to activate Fort Leonard Wood again. The year 1950 brought with it the need to train our fighting men once again. This time it would be Korea. The fort was named in honor of Major General Leonard Wood. He was born October 9, 1860 in New Hampshire. He was a graduate of Harvard Medical School, was White House physician to President William McKinley, and was military governor of Cuba. but most notably, General Wood won the Medal of Honor for his action in the campaign against the Apache Indian chieftain Geronimo. The museum here at Fort Leonard Wood contains much memorabilia, from the pictures of the original construction to weapons of past wars. Care has been taken to ensure that every detail is exact. The Fort Leonard Wood Museum houses one of the most extensive collections of firepower in the United States. During the Korean conflict, Fort Leonard Wood supported the 6th Armored Division. On March 16, 1956, the 6th Armored Division was inactivated and replaced with the United States Army Training Center engineer. The Secretary of the Army signed the order March 21, 1956, making Fort Leonard Wood a permanent installation. I am a drill sergeant. I will assist each individual in their efforts to become a highly motivated, well-disciplined, physically and mentally fit soldier capable of defeating any enemy on today's battlefield. I will instill pride in all I train, pride in self, in the Army, and in country. I will insist that each soldier meets and maintains the Army standards of military bearing and courtesy consistent with the highest traditions of the U.S. Army. I will lead by example, never requiring a soldier to attempt any task I would not do myself. But first, last, and always, I am an American soldier, sworn to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. I am a drill sergeant. It is to these drill sergeants that we dedicate this film.
It was almost pitch black as we arrived, pretty unnerving. As the bus unloaded and I saw that first drill sergeant standing there, I began to ask myself, what have I done? Is it too late to turn back? Before I could muster another thought, we were inside and learning the position of attention. As we stood at attention, while they played the Star-Spangled Banner, a strange feeling came over me. Pride. I was also struck with a sense of belonging. I had a feeling it was going to be tough, but then again I knew that. But I also knew it would be worth it. I was going to be part of the greatest team around. We were welcomed by the post commander in a videotape presentation. The commander of the videotape told us about the long and proud traditions of the United States Army and that it is something we should be proud of, and that we should uphold the standards of those that came here before us. We were warned about contraband, such as knives, guns, drugs, and nuclear warheads. They said this would be our last chance to divest ourselves of anything. If we were caught with anything to be considered contraband after tonight, we would face serious consequences. They didn't have to tell me twice. Then it was time for all that paperwork. Man, there was a ton. But the good part was that after we leave here, some good warm chow and bed. This is the contraband room. This is where we leave the nuclear warheads. The close crop has always been a favorite of mine. What really impressed me was how long it takes. Talk about fast and accurate. Oh well, it'll grow again, I hope.